Yes, welcome to this video. In this short video, we are going to be looking at the Unix file permissions. You can obtain the below output, as you can see here, and I'm going to go to my, I'm going to go to my server. Although this was actually done on my, this is how I got the output. I came to my Visual Studio Code. Of course, I went for the terminal, and I came here and I got the bash terminal. So now here, what we need to do is just to run this output. This output is going to tell you exactly how many. It's going to show you the permission that we have in the file. And this is exactly what I have here. So now I want us to go through this and have an understanding of what we have in front of us. A Unix-like operating system, we are talking about Ubuntu. We are talking about other flavors of Linux, such as CentOS, Kali. All those are all Unix-like operating systems. What I'm going to do now is to break down this information. The first thing we need to look at is this hyphen here. As you can see, we have hyphen R, hyphen hyphen R, hyphen hyphen R, and then hyphen hyphen. So these things can be grouped into three. 1, 2, 3, because we have R hyphen hyphen, R hyphen hyphen, R hyphen hyphen. And all you need to know is that this part represents the file permission. This is actually the permission that are on this file. Actually, they both have the same file permissions. In Unix-like system, it's important to know that file permissions are represented by a combination of characters. It's very important to know that. And those combination of characters are in a group of three. The first character indicate the file type. This one, this is just indicating the file type. And this one is just a hyphen, and that is indicating that this is nothing but just a regular file. So anytime you see this hyphen in front of the group of characters or group of permission, you have to know that this is indicating that this is nothing but just a regular file. Now let's focus on the three characters. We're going to focus on the other stuff. So we start with the next three characters after the hyphen, which represent a regular file, represent the owner's permission. So this first one, R hyphen hyphen, this is the owner's permission. And we have to know that in all cases, there are three types of permissions. There is read, write, and execute. The following three characters represent the other three. After that, we have this one here, R hyphen hyphen. So now these characters represent the group permission. This is the permission of the group. Again, they can be three, but in our case, it's only one. We have read, read, read. And the last three, again, another read and hyphen hyphen, represent the others users permission. In this case, the owner, the group, and the others users, they all have the read only permission. All of them. We have the owner, we have the groups, and we have the others. They all have the read only permission. So now we go to the next one. Number one that you can see is the number is just indicating the number of hard links to this file. Hard links are nothing but they are just the copies. For instance, we like to use the hard links when we are dealing with data that is sensitive, because if you can make multiple hard links, it means that if you delete one of the main or original file, you still have the copy. And in case you delete one of the original file, the copies are not going to be affected. In this case, we don't have a copy. We only have one hard link. So if you delete this file, it's all gone. There is also something else we call the soft link. Soft links are just used for editing the file. They are used for editing data or doing editing on the file. So multiple people can edit the same file using the soft link. But the problem with the soft link is that they are not permanent. In case you delete the original file or the hard link, the soft link is going to be pointing nowhere, and it will not be of any use. Now, the next one is the owner. Who is the owner of this file? In this case, it's Forex. That's my name. So it's the user that is the owner. The next thing we have is a group that owns the file. So we have the user. It's me, the owner, not the user, the owner of the file. Then we have the group that owns this file that is represented by 197.121. And this 197.121 represent the group name or ID. This is the group name or the ID of the group that owns this file. 1674 is the size of the file. You can see that we don't have the others. We only have the owner and the group that own this. This is the group ID. And then after that, we have the size of the file in bytes. And then we have, of course, they all have different kind of sizes. That's something to note. One is 1674, the other one is 1700, but they are almost the same size. Then we have December, is when exactly this file was created. This is the date of creation, and of course, the date, the year, and then finally, we have the name of the file. So this is something I want you to truly understand. Understand that in Unix-like operating systems, we have three groups of permission. We have three type of permission. We have the read, write, and execute. We also have the hyphen in every file, which indicates this is a regular file. And then, of course, in every we have three different types of characters, or three different groups of characters. And the first group of character represent the permission of the owner. The second three group of the characters represent the group that owns the file. And of course, the group permissions. And of course, the third one represent the others users permission. With that being said, let's go and practice a little bit. So I'm going to go to the Visual Studio Code, and I'm going to go exactly this time. I'm actually on the terminal of, this is actually root, whatever. This is actually I can check, let me check that. The operating system. So now you can see that this is Amazon Linux. So we are in the Amazon Linux. Now what I'm going is to show you how to create a file, and also I'm going to show you how to create a folder. To create a file, we use the word, if we are in Unix-like operating system, we use the touch. We are going to create a file, and we can call this file table. We can call it table tennis. And then if you want to create a folder, we use mkdir. Mkdir stand for make directory. And then we can call this maybe football. All right. So if you want to see the files or the folders that are in your system at the current location you are in, you just have to do ls. And as you can see, we have table tennis. All files look to have the whitish characters. And then, of course, the football is just the bluish one because this is the name of the folder. So now what do we do here? We want to check the permissions. How do I check permissions? We run this command, ls-l, and we are going to have the output. And as you can see, we have the output. So let's look at the output that we have. If you come here carefully, I want you to look at here. You are going to see that the folder doesn't have the hyphen, because the hyphen is used for the regular files. But here there is no hyphen, it's just a D, which represents the directory. Now, if you look at the file here, table tennis, you are seeing that it has that hyphen, and this represents the regular file. Same case here. So let's now try to study the permissions and try to apply the knowledge that we just went through. I'm going to kind of highlight a few things here. If you look at this, we have, I'm going to divide it. We have that. We have that. So we have 3 groups of characters. 1, 2, and 3. So the first group of characters are the permissions of the owner. The second is a group permission, and the third one, of course, is the other user's permission. You can see that we have the read, we have the write, and we have the execute. Read usually has a total of 4. That is read. If we change this from explicit and we go to the binaries, now we start to talk about numbers. Write usually has a permission of 2. And then, of course, we have X, which stands for execution, and usually have 1, a total of 7. And that is just for the owner. Let's go to the group. Group has the same thing. So group also has 7. Then, of course, we have the other users also has, again, the same thing. So 7, 7, 7. So if you are to give a file a full permission, you need, using the binary permission, you need to give it 7, 7, 7. Let's come to the next one. Again, we are going to draw something here so that we can have, we can divide these characters into, and so that we can be able to understand. So here we are. We have 1, we have 2, and we have 3. Now, we're going to start with the owner. In this case, we have R, which is 4. We have W, which is 2 in this case, but we have hyphen when it comes to execute or execution. So this one has 6. The next one is read only. So it's 4, 4. And the next one is 4. So here now we have other users, group, and we have owner. So those are a few things you need to know. So with that in mind, I'm going to show you now how to add permission and also how to remove permission out of a file or directory. And the same case is happening here. Again, you need to remember the number of handlings that we have. Who own this file? Of course, is the root. Which groups own it? Again, we have the same thing. And here, of course, we have number 1, and that is the size. And then, of course, we have the time this was created. Now we need to come back here. I'm going to delete this, clear this, clear this. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add permissions and remove permissions. To add permission or remove permission or to modify permission, we use a special command called chmod. Chmod. Now, chmod, if I say chmod 777 and I'm going to change table tennis, you're going to see what will happen. ls-l. And you can see now table tennis has gotten all the permissions. So let's clear this and let's enjoy. Table tennis has gotten all permissions, 7.7. What if I want to remove some permissions? Maybe I don't want any permission on the others users. Other users, I don't want any permission. So what do I do? It's going to be mod 770. And then we go to table tennis. And we enter. Then we come here and say ls-l. You can see that now other users have no permission at all. So This is how you can modify. Let's go to the directory. Let's try the same mode. Let's say 777. And then, of course, we go and say football, and we enter. We do ls-l, and again, you see what happens. So you can always modify the permissions using this command. And that's bring us to the end. I hope you have enjoyed the video. And just go through the video again. The notes are going to be under the video, and you can always access the notes also. But again, just pay attention to the Unix-like operating system permissions, and go through, of course, familiarize yourself and see exactly how you can add, remove, or assign permission to the file. Thank you.